Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chelsea Explain. Hope you're still feeling very well after it's almost 1 week ago since we captured the Club World Cup trophy. And in this video I'm going to explain briefly my top 5 Chelsea player list from the Club World Cup. It was not an easy list to make. I've been sitting the whole week, back and forth who to pick. Let's get started. And the player that is coming on 5th place is Robert Sanchez. I think it was quite decent during the group stage. He had a sort of iffy game against Flamengo, but we as a whole team was pretty poor and got destroyed 3 goals to 1. Otherwise, Sanchez has performed pretty well, been a consistent performer. There's no doubt about it that he's a fantastic shot stopper. He's very strong when it comes to command his area, collecting crosses. He has improved a bit in terms of his sweeping action, defensive action, outside the penalty box, helping our high line to clear through balls. His distribution as a modern sweeper keeper has improved as well in terms of short, medium, long passes. I think thanks to 3 of his long passes or sort of launches that allowed us to enter the opposition final third immediately, helped us scoring 3 goals this tournament, which is pretty good. Maybe Maresca is starting to, develop Sanchez a bit and improving his weaker areas, because that is a requirement if he's going to for me, be Chelsea's starting keeper. I was quite impressed with Sanchez, especially in the final where he turned into prime Petr Cech and saved every shot that was on goal. I think he had like 6 saves, but there were no easy shots to save whatsoever. He could have scored 1-2 goals, but Sanchez had a top performance. He was sharp, concentrated, and literally played like prime Petr Cech. I was like, hang on, what's going on here? 4th player on my list is Marco Karella. This guy has gone to the next level under Enzo Maresca, and I think he was just so consistent in basically every game, maybe except the Flamengo game where everyone was poor, but otherwise he has been instrumental. And I'm so shocked over how many different roles he can play under Maresca, whether it's a inverted fullback, being in this makeshift back 3, being an inverted fullback, stepping into the midfield as a sort of double pivot. And in some occasions, he's occupying the left half space or being a flying fullback. Why he can perform so many roles on the Maresca is because he has high intelligence, anticipation, composure, concentration, decision making. He's a smart guy that reads the game well and know what is required in certain roles, in certain areas of the pitch. And he executes it 9 out of 10 times. Has also been very reliable in possession, making key passes, having good pass accuracy. And there was some games this tournament where he was our best defensive performing player in terms of tackles, interceptions, winning ground duels. On the 3rd place, I'm going to put Pedro there. He's someone that started this tournament really well. He sort of set the tone with scoring goals. His lightning speed and being able to play on both flanks and constantly having successful dribbles, going past players, putting in crosses, creating chances, making key passes for his teammates, has made our attack very threatful. Someone that can play on both flanks, starting to add more goals to his game now. And he also contributes defensively. He's tracking back, working so hard. He's not the best player to, win interceptions when he's pressing, but at least he's closing down people and helping his fullback by tracking back. And that was very important to do in the final against PSG, because letting your fullback being alone against the likes of Desiree Dou and Kvaratskhelia can be really dangerous. Despite this tragedy where he lost his friend, he still delivered. He's very strong mentally. and has a professional attitude. Second place, I'm gonna put Enzo Fernandez, because this guy is just getting better and better and better, just evolving under Enzo Maresca. This guy also working hard. He's so good in the build-up play, linking midfield to attack. We can now utilize his vision, creativity, passing range more in the final third, when he's having a more of box-to-box role where he can affect both defensively wise and offensively wise. He creates so many key passes, chances for his teammate, and he was leading for most assists, most of anyone in the Club World Cup, and he also had 1 goal. That is something he's also starting to add more to his game, contributing with goals as well in terms of attacking the box, arriving late on cutback passes, crosses. Enzo Fernandez is starting to grow as a favorite player in this team for me. I love this type of Fabregas-esque midfielder. Enzo Fernandez is a midfielder that sees the game in 5K. He sees passing options that very few players does. He's also starting to grow into some captain. In Reece James' absence, when he were out for a few games, he took the captain armband, and I thought he was leading out there on the pitch. The player I put first is, no questions about it, is of course Mr. Cold Palmer. He had a quiet start in the group stage, but in the knockout stage he just became a beast. He contributed, I think, with points both in Benfica and against Palmeiras, and in the final he just outclassed everyone with 2 similar goals in the left bottom corner and a fantastic little through ball to Pedro, and was behind every goal in the 3-0 victory, and play as this attacking midfielder in the right of space at the top of a sort of Cruyff 3-4-3 diamond. For the first time under Maresca, we saw him against PSG start as a right winger, where he could drift inside like an inside forward, cut inside and have tons of space, which makes him more threatful, and he could have a flying fullback in Malo Gusto, assisting with overlapping and underlapping runs. And dynamic between Palmer and Gusto showed us something that is something we could perhaps continue with. I think he had most created chances and key passes out of everyone, together with Enzo Fernandez. Has just insane elite vision, elite passing, and let's not forget his defensive contribution. He was ranking highest in our team in terms of recoveries, pressing and closing down players. I'm also so impressed with Palmer's mentality for this age. He's showing up in big games, in big moments, leading the way, stepping up and showing how things should get done. We also have, 4 players getting into the Club World Cup team of the tournament, which was Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Pedro, and Karella as well. There was some players that could have gotten into this top 5 list. The first one I'm thinking of is Mr. Moises Caicedo. He was exceptional as well. I could have put a Pedro, but he only played like 3 games out of 7 because we bought him in the middle of the tournament. But what a shining debut he has had. Colwill, Chalobah, Tosin, even Gusto started to perform during the knockout stage. James has been very good. There's so many players I can talk about, but these are the 5 players that are making my personal top 5 list. Let me know yours and I will happily read that. And if you're brand new here, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page and hit that notification bell. Chelsea Explain is out. Peace.